Hey everyone, this is Reshma and you all are watching English Grammar. Today in this session we are going to see few board predicted questions of English subject for 10th standard CBSE board exams. Very first, let's go with the Anne Frank's question. State any one inference about Anne from the given context. And the context is anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. So through this context, we come to know that she was very sincere, she was very honest and loyal too. And she was very committed to her work. And if we talk much about her, then you can say she was meticulous and really thoughtful. Let's go with the second one. Vali was sensitive, but at the same time she was fearless and quite determined. Explained with reference to the text. Or question is there. This question was asked in CBSE 2022, and one more or question is there. Vali was an extraordinary girl who had self-confidence and courage to realize her ambition by planning and drawing on her spirit of adventure. Discuss in reference to the chapter Madam Rides the Bus, and this question was asked in 2023. So let's see answer. 8-year-old Valimai or Vali for short had exceptional qualities that no other child her age would have had to realize her dreams. She presented herself with assurance and casualness. She spoke confidently and at times sounded rude and curt when she interacted with the conductor and other passengers. She had a strong desire to take the bus from her village to the closest town, and her courage and self assurance motivated her to do so. She used to think a lot about it and make complex calculations, recalculations, plans, and pre plans regarding how she could set it this instant's desire. She gathered all the information she could about trip by making over inquiries. In order to secure her huge sum of 60 paise for the fare, she had to make numerous sacrifices. She finally boarded the bus by herself and did so with the grace and assurance. Her sense of adventure gave her the self assurance, bravery, and boldness to fulfill her dream of taking the bus. Let's see third question. What infers can be drawn from the poet's statement? Money is external in the ball poem. And from this statement, we can infer money cannot replace personal loss or emotional attachment. It's time to see fourth question. Why did Anne Frank decide to keep a diary? And answer is Anne believed that she does not have any close and true friends whom she can confide in. Though she had friends, she was never able to truly open up about her feelings with them. So she decided to confide all her thoughts and innermost feelings to her diary instead. Let's see fifth question. What did Ebright learn from his failure at the science fair? And answer is you can say Ebright learned from his failure at the science fair that originally research and real experiments are essential. Why? Because he had shown in that science fair only frog and a frog's tissues. So this is not real experiment. You should do real experiment to win something else. Let's see next question. Which of the following best describes the theme of the poem, The Tale of Custer the Dragon? Bravery and heroism, humility leads to bravery, valor and diligence, or crisis reveals character. You can choose the correct option is crisis reveals character. Next question. Boli was believed to be a dumb cow. What changed her into a fearless, bold and confident girl? So answer is like that. Boli's transformation from being considered a dumb cow to a fearless and confident girl was primarily due to her education at school, where her teacher provided her with the support and encouragement needed to overcome her stammering and learn to express herself effectively, empowering her to stand up for herself and make her own choices, particularly when she refused undesirable marriage proposal. Next one. What role did Abraham's mother play in his success? And correct answer is she encouraged her curiosity and provided resources. And the correct option is she encouraged his curiosity and provided resources. What did Pranjal and Rajveer do during their journey and why? Answer is during their train journey, Pranjal mostly read a detective book while Rajveer actively observed and admired the scenic beauty outside the window, particularly the lush green tea gardens, because Pranjal was familiar with the landscape having grown up on a tree east in Assam. while Rajveer was experiencing it for the first time and was captivated by the scenery. Few key points of this answer. Pranjal's activity you should talk about there. Pranjal's activity you should write about it, like reading a detective book. Then second one you can write about Rajveer's activity. He is observing the scenery, particularly the tea plantation. And third key point is reason for difference. Pranjal was used to sight of tea gardens while Rajveer found them fascinating as a new experience. Which of the following is not a reason why Mr. Heriot thinks Tricky needs to be taken out of a house for a period? And options are he wanted to keep Tricky away from Mrs. Pumphrey. Second option, he wanted to keep Tricky under observation. Third, he wanted to do an experiment on Tricky. Fourth, he wanted to improve Tricky's health. And the correct option is he wanted to do an experiment on Tricky. Next question. It is clear that metaphor is a poetic device used for chimney for a nose. And clue is given. Explain how metaphor applies here. So you can write your answer like this. It is clear that metaphor is the poetic device used for chimney for a nose because it directly compares the nose to a chimney without using the words like or as, which are used to make a direct comparison in simile. Let's see next question. How did Kisa Gautami come to realize the universal nature of death? Answer. After losing her only son, Kisa Gautami sought a remedy to bring him back to life. Buddha advised her to find a mustard seed from a household that had not experienced death. In her search, she discovered that every family had faced death, leading her to understanding its universality. Explain the significance of the line. The moon is broken like a mirror. Its pieces flash now in the crown of the tallest oak. Answer in about 40 words. Answer is the line, the moon is broken like a mirror, its pieces flash now in the crown of the tallest oak, uses a simile to compare the moon to a broken mirror. It suggests that the moon appears fragmented like pieces of a mirror and that its light is scattered in unexpected places.